Okay, hello. Welcome back. Hopefully you just got done watching the orientation video for Canvas and the course. This video is going to be nothing but my math lab stuff. So when you click on that yellow button under the My Lab and Mastering tab, it'll take you to a screen and it'll ask you to either A, sign in with your username and your password because you already have an account, you've already used My Math Lab, or B, you'll create an account, which means you'll create a username and a password. And you'll have to do a couple other things. I think it asks for your phone number. You have to check a couple boxes. But once you create an account or plug in, your username and your password for your current account, then that'll get you to the next screen where you have to actually purchase the software. I don't have access to that because I'm not a student. I have the software. So I was trying to get to that screen, but I don't know how to pull that up. But it's basically once you logged in or created an account, it'll ask you, hey, how do you pay for this? Or how did you already pay for this? Usually, like option one is I purchased it in the bookstore, or I, bought one from a friend who never used it. Don't buy a used one. A used one will not work. Once the code is used, it's done. But option one says I already bought it. I have the code to plug in to prove it. So click on option one. It'll ask you for, I think it's like a 20-digit code. You type in that code and it says, all right, yeah, you definitely did buy it, so you're in the course. And then you'll see this screen. Option two is you didn't buy it, so you're going to use your credit card and buy it right now online. Right when you get to the MathLab website and it says, hey, how do you want to buy it? There's a debit card, credit card option. Click on that, and you can just pay for it right then and there. There also is a third option if you're paying out of pocket or your financial aid hasn't posted and you can't purchase it right away. If you scroll down somewhere in the middle of the screen, there's a I'd like to try a 2-week free trial. You can click on that 2-week free trial. It'll at least get you in the course so you can start doing the first couple weeks of assignments. But at some point you do have to buy it. And it'll remind you towards the end of the 2 weeks. It'll say, hey, you have not purchased this and we're going to block you out. So at least get started with the 2-week free trial. After you've done the 2-week free trial, then you can purchase it. There are purchase options, and you'll see on the left of the screen here, there's a thing that says purchase options. So at any time you can, once you get your paycheck or whatever, you can just go ahead and purchase it, and then you're in for good. Okay, so if you have trouble signing up, please let me know. Like I said, I can't see the screen, but I can walk you through it maybe on the phone or hopefully through an email. I'm on campus. Even though this is an online class, I'm always on campus, so feel free to come stop by the Bradenton campus and see me. I can help you with anything. Okay, so once you're in to the My Math Lab, the way it's structured is everything under the Assignments tab is what's responsible as far as grading goes. All the other stuff that you see, the grade book, the textbook, so you don't need to buy a physical textbook. It will come with an electronic version of the textbook. You'll click this guy, but just make sure that you have your Flash player installed, or your depending on the browser. I've had success with Firefox and Chrome, but if you're using a different browser, maybe try a different browser. Like I think Internet Explorer, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Depends on the computer sometimes as well. So try a different browser if the one you're using isn't working. And again, make sure your pop-up blocker is off. My Math Lab loves opening everything in a brand new window. So you've got the textbook. You can look at the grade book and look at your grades. If you don't like going to the textbook randomly, you can go to each chapter specifically by going to chapter contents and picking the chapter. You can navigate this guy at the top here. The blue here always takes you back if you get launched into a menu. Like when I click on chapter contents, it launches me into this menu and looks like I can't go back. Just go up to the top and it'll take you back to the main menu for the course. Multimedia library is one way to get to the videos, but I'll show you another way. If you click on multimedia library and say, oh, I want to watch the videos for chapter 2, just click on chapter 2, sets. Maybe specifically you want to look at 2.4. That's where you left off. 2.4, click the video box and then hit find, and it'll find the videos for you. So again, since this is an online class, I can't really teach you from the front of the classroom. So it's up to you to have this video in front of you that the author goes through examples and explains all the concepts. So this is going to be your teacher, essentially. You're going to watch these videos and take notes and then attempt the homeworks. And of course, if you have questions, let me know. I'm still your teacher, but the videos are what you're going to be using as the main learning tool rather than sitting in a classroom. There's other stuff there like study plan, again, purchase options, some course tools and things like that. You're not required for any of this stuff. Again, the only thing that you are absolutely required as far as your grade is concerned are all the assignments that happen under all the homeworks that happen under the assignment tab. So I clicked on the assignment tab, and you can see that there's some homework that are already generated. You note the due dates for these homeworks. I already gave you like 2 weeks to get started on the first couple homeworks because people will add and drop the first week, and I don't want them to miss the first week's assignments. So these guys are already opened up for you. More will generate as the course goes on. Every week, more and more assignments will populate, and then these assignments will be due. So make sure you're finishing these assignments. Once you finish all these, don't say, hey, I'm done with the course, right? Because in a week, there's going to be more assignments, 2.6, 2.7, 2.8, etc., etc. So keep an eye on it. I believe I have it set up right now so that new assignments open up on Sundays, in case you want to get an early jump. They stay open all week, all the way through that weekend. And then I even gave you an extra couple days. They're not due until that following Tuesday. So they open up on Sunday. You've got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday again. So you've got a little bit of time to get through each assignment. I stagger them like that because I don't want like one assignment to close on Saturday at midnight and then the next one immediately opens Sunday. I give you a little bit of overlap there. So these are your homeworks. Again, they'll generate, actually let me show you how many there are. I'll go into the assignment manager. You guys won't see this, but this is a better breakdown of what's actually going to be happening with the course, right? So everything has a start date. So the first couple have already started because that date has passed, and then they have a due date. So these are due on September 4th. Now notice that September 2nd, before these ones are even due, 2 days before these are due, more assignments will start opening. The Chapter 3 stuff starts opening. So these two right here that open up on September 2nd, you might be still finishing this on the 4th and saying, whoa, wait a minute, there's 2 more? Yeah, because the course is still moving. It's going to keep moving. But they're not due until the 11th, right? And then you notice the next ones open on the 9th, but you still have till the 11th to finish the old ones. So don't skip ahead and work on the stuff that's just opening up, because that's not due for a while. Make sure you finish the stuff before that first. And again, respect the due dates. Yes, it's an online class, but it is not and never has been a self-paced class. You have to maintain the weekly pace of assignments. So again, there's quite a bit of them, but I broke it down by section, and each one has about roughly, 15 to 20, some have a little more than 20 questions, so it is digestible. It's not like there's 100 questions in each of these sections. Roughly, on average, there's about 22, 23 questions in each section. So again, keep an eye on these dates. As things unlock, all old stuff will be due. So make sure you're doing the new stuff first. Or, sorry, the old stuff first before you get to the new stuff. Okay, we'll go back to the main menu here. So again, just what's under assignments is all you're due. There's also a tab for quizzes and tests. I'm not going to do any quizzes and tests online. You got the midterm, that's paper and pencil. You got the final exam, that's paper and pencil. But I'm not going to be doing any quizzes or tests online. I'm just going to stick to the homework. Okay, so I think that's good enough for this video. Next video, I'll go into the homework and we'll actually work through a question or two so you get the gist of what you should be doing as you're working on the assignments.